Question 5 gives us this scenario where a company made a profit of £20,000 in its first year of trading, year 1. That's really important that we realise that's at the end of year 1 for this question. And it models that its yearly profit will increase by 8% each year. Show that the profit for year 3 will be 23,328. So this is just a sort of compound interest style question. So if they start off with £20,000 and they have 8% interest each year, our multiplier is going to be 1.08, so they'd have 108% of what they had at the end of the previous year. And it would be to the power of 2. So we've already got the profit at the end of year 1, so it would be an extra 2 years. And if you pop that in your calculator, you'll see that it comes out with 23,328 as we wanted. For part B, it wants us to find the first year when the yearly profit will exceed £65,000. So I'm going to start off by setting up an equation like the one above, but with this as an unknown. So it'll be £20,000 times 1.08, and I'm going to put it to the power of n minus 1. So because I want to sort of acknowledge that this was at the end of year 1, and I want to know when it exceeds 65,000. So I'm going to start off just by dividing by 20,000. I have 1.08 to the n minus 1 of 65,000 over 20,000. Now I've got this unknown power, so I need to take logs of both sides. So I'm going to use the natural logarithm. 0.08 to the power of n minus 1. And then I'm going to use my log law that I can take this power down to the front. So I'll have n minus 1 ln of 1.08. I'm going to divide by ln of 1.08. And if I pop this divided by this in my calculator, I have that n minus 1 is greater than 15.314. And obviously if I add 1, I get that. So it would be at the end of year 17 that the profit will exceed £65,000. So I just have to make sure I actually answer the question. And then for the last part, it wants us to find the total profit for the first 20 years of trading, giving our answer to the nearest 1,000. So this is the sum of a geometric series. The formula for that is in your formula book. It's a brackets 1 minus r to the n over 1 minus r. So we want to find S20. So A is our first term, that's 20,000. 1 minus, and my common ratio, my r, is 1.08 to the power of 20, because that's my n, all over 1 minus 1.08. And if I put that in my calculator and round it to the nearest 1,000, I get 915,000.